Hello, yes, and welcome once again to another episode of the Top Notch Coaching Network. My name is Still Confidence in Me, and I am the host as usual. We've been looking at an interesting series on how to build and nurture meaningful relationships. This will be the second episode of that series, and if you're interested in what we talked about at the introductory part of this series, you can log on to our channel at the Top Notch Coaching Network to view what we discussed at the beginning. And there are several other videos you can watch on that channel that has to do with personal finance and how to build, multiply, and retain your finances or your money. So today we're going to look at another way you can nurture and build meaningful relationships. And today we're going to be talking about being valuable. Yes, be valuable when you are going into a relationship. Like they will always ask the women, what are you bringing to the table? And the same question is applicable to anybody who wants to build and nurture meaningful relationships. What are you bringing to the table? You do not build or enter a relationship with the sole intention of always being the one to take, of always being the one to receive, especially when you are dealing with somebody who is much more financially better or ahead of you. You don't do that kind of relationship where you are always the one receiving, where you are always the needy type. Is simply a parasitic relationship. And when we talk about bringing something to the table, we're not talking about money necessarily. You see, in relationship, there are so many things you can bring to the table to help build and nurture lasting relationship. For instance, you can bring your insights, you can bring your contacts, you can bring your services, you can offer your premises to your friend to build your relationship. Or maybe your friend has something to do, you can offer your services, you can offer your advice, your insight. Sometimes you can use your network and offer your network to your friends to build your relationship. It is not always about money. Sometimes it is money, but sometimes, and in most occasions, it is not always about money. Bring whatever you have, whether it is financial resources, whether it is valuable contacts, valuable networks, services that your friends can access, your counsel, your encouragement, your moral support, anything you have, you can bring it to the table. I remember my friends and I some weeks ago. I have two good friends, and we met and we were discussing. One of them is into waste recycling, and the other two, we decided to invest in his business. Now we brought in the money. So the other person who owns the company or who owns the small waste management waste recycling business didn't bring anything. The only thing he brought in was his expertise, his contacts, and his premises. We only brought in the money, and that was how we formed that business. So you see that it's not everything that is sometimes always about money. We wanted to help him build his business. We didn't just give him money, we invested and partnered with him, and he didn't have to bring anything. All he brought in was his expertise, his contacts, and his business premises. So when you are going into a relationship, be valuable. Don't become or build a relationship that looks like you are a parasite to your friends. So till I come away again next week, keep watching and keep subscribing.